Ladies and gentlemen, it is June the 7th, 2016. This is Daily Code episode 37, I think. And I'm Chris. Assertchris. Ooh, reality's showing a little bit. It's been a while. Sorry for the clipping. I stopped doing the show a little while before. I had 2 conferences to go to and to prepare for. So I did that, and that's over. And I'm quite happy that those are over. And I've got some news before we get into the show. I have written a book. Looks like this. Whee! If you're a regular here, you will know that, or you will remember possibly, that I did a few dailies on building a CMS and CMS stuff with React. And that's what's gone into the book. So you can get it from Pact. Yeah, that's okay. Glowing recommendations. Today we are doing Minecraft PHP IoT stuff. So this has become a little popular recently, doing IoT in PHP. Or is about to become very popular. And I was asked to write something about it, and I'm very keen to do that. So over the next 2 days, I am going to build something in Minecraft and connect it to a circuit in the real world. And the idea is that I build a house in this brand new Minecraft world. Ooh, that's very loud. Let me adjust the audio. The idea is that I build this big old house in this Minecraft world and connect the front door of the house to an IRL alarm, so that when the door opens in the real world, it plays an alarm, and that's to showcase connecting Minecraft to a PHP script and then connecting a PHP script to an Arduino and using it all together. That's the idea of that. So I plan for this to take 2 days. It might take a little more, it might take a little less. I have done it before, so I know roughly what I need to do. And the idea is that I build this thing and hopefully it works well, and I can write 1 or 2 posts for SitePoint about it. Please forgive my terrible FPS for this. It seems quite taxing on my 2 years old MacBook Pro to run Minecraft with a texture pack and transcode. But such is life. We deal with low FPS while we do poorly organized screencasts. So an alarm. For an alarm, I need a house. So let me get to building a simple house. Ooh, I hear bones of zombies. I'll tell you what, let's put peaceful on, because I'm less interested in... Where will this be? Difficulty, peaceful. I'm less interested in fighting things off, and very interested, or more interested in the IoT and the circuitry aspects of this. So that's what I'm focusing on. In fact, I can even game mode see this, and that'll give me access to infinite blocks. Now, I'm playing this in a completely unmodified version of Minecraft. Completely unmodified version of Minecraft, which means you can do this hopefully at any point in the future, unless redstone mechanics change considerably. Also, I'm not going to make this an in-depth tutorial about circuitry in Minecraft, because I've done that elsewhere. Minecraft IRL, yeah. I've done in-depth circuitry stuff elsewhere. In fact, the conference that I was away on, which is why there were so few dailies in this last month, was in St. Louis, and I had so much fun and met a lot of really cool people there, and I actually did a talk on Minecraft circuitry. I tried to record it, and unfortunately I didn't get very far with that. However, you can go to YouTube, and I'll paste the link in chat as well. But you can go to YouTube. Oh, it's very zoomed in. Ah, yes. I'll get there someday. If you're interested in learning more about the basics of Minecraft circuitry, the logic gates, which I'm not going to go in, or perhaps more finer details of the clock and the block detectors I am going to do in these 2 dailies, then you can head over to YouTube at some point. Some point I'll get there. Okay. So what you should see when you get to this channel, link in chat, is this, Zombies and Binary Fluent Conf. Now this is the JavaScript version of the PHP talk I did at the most recent conference, and it talks about redstone circuits, logic gates, all sorts of interesting things, including how to draw parallels. This still seems a little loud. How to draw parallels between electronic circuitry and the basics of Boolean operations in programming, and how to design larger circuits. It's a pretty cool, pretty fun topic. So I recommend you go and have a look at it if you want to learn more about that stuff. Today, all we're going to do is a basic clock and a block detector, and we're going to connect it to our house once I, have a little bit nicer workspace to use here. This is actually quite difficult to do when people are watching. Not that many people are watching. Okay, so we can't summon in a command block from here, I don't think. I don't think they've added that to the menu system, which means we need to do it with commands. So give very last minute, I think is my... No, assertchris, I changed it. Assertchris, 1 command block. Aww. Command block 1. Okay, there we go. I'll mix the things around. Okay, so you can enter chat. I think the default key is /. You can enter chat and then /give your player name. I think if you're the only person on the server, it'll just give it to you automatically. Let's test that out. No, never mind. So it won't. /give your player name and then the type of block you want to do. In this case, it's a command block, and the number of things that you want to give. So if I said 63, it'll give me an additional 63. They look like this. The idea behind a command block is that it simply executes a command like if I was to do a command. If I push, I'm on Mac now, which is why this key combination is going to be weird, but if I do function, option, and F3, I get this fantastic debug console. And these numbers here are of particular interest to me. Watch what happens to the middle one when I jump. That's the y-axis that the player's in. And then X and Z, or Z, depending on where you're from in the world, are the this ways and this ways. Okay, now the reason I bring that up is because Minecraft maps are coordinate based, and you can place a block at a certain coordinate and remove blocks at that coordinate. And it's pretty good to remember what the coordinates are of the blocks that you're looking at and the blocks where you are as a player. So if we say here, for instance, if we say this is block 190, 67 and minus 196, we can try something like set block, what are those coordinates, 190, 67 minus 196, redstone block. This is a command like if we were summoning it as a player. Now let's get a button and attach it to this command block. And when we push this button, it's going to summon a block. It's the same as if we took this command. Let's see. Oh, they changed that around. It's the same as if we put that command in the console ourselves. It should be. Lame. What happens when you do that? Let me just remove this. There we go. Okay. So when we put that command in and we press enter, it summons the block there. It's the same when we try and run it through a command block. It's basically something that we can give a redstone signal to, and it will perform a player command. Now that's interesting because I said we can create and destroy blocks. So if we do this, and then we get this block's coordinates. Let me just get this block's coordinates quickly. Okay, so the block I'm in should be the middle block. And if I right click on here and say set block 192.67.196, it's got to be one higher than it was before. And we set this to a redstone block. You can, there is a coordinate system, a relative coordinate system you can use, but I'm not using that because I don't want to complicate things. But now when we press this, it hasn't set that. And I don't know why. Oh, this is minus. It has set it, just very far away. Okay, there we go. So this command block is creating a redstone block directly underneath it. Now we can put another command block here, and we can copy this entire command and paste it in here. And instead of a redstone block, we can give an air block. So if we had a block in here and we give this button a push, it's going to remove the block that is there by replacing it with a block of air. Okay. Now when you do a redstone block, it's going to place a block here, and immediately this one's going to remove it. Depending on the order in which this is happening, we can create a redstone clock. Now this is happening many times a second, and I don't actually think we can interrupt it without removing the command. However, you see the @block_placed server message? It's logging that, and it's pretty much clogging up the server. We can get around this by putting in a command. Medium. I read about this. Wait, zombies binary. Let's see. Is that the link? I forget the URL for this. Okay. There we go. I wrote a series on this. Again, link in chat. It's incomplete, as most of the things are right, but it talks about the basics of circuitry again. But in here, I wrote something interesting, which is a couple of commands that you can run to get it to stop spamming the log, the chat log. So there we go. These two commands should do the trick. That extra slash. So, okay, there's that one, and then there's another one, command block output. These don't work in older versions, or one of them doesn't work in older versions, but luckily they work here. And there we go. So our clock's going there, but it's not spamming the logs to say that it's created and destroyed blocks, which is great, because now we can use this to make a block detector. Okay. If we have another command block here, this is basically going to get signal many times a second. Okay? So let's stand here and get the coordinates of this. But instead of set block, we'll use test for block. Okay. Anyway, test for block, the coordinates 191.67 and -194. Okay. Oh, also I need to do the kind of block we're testing for. So redstone block. Okay. Now I'm going to do the rest of the circuit quickly because it's going to make very little sense without it. But what I will do is I will add not a daylight sensor, a redstone lamp is what I wanted instead. Redstone lamp and comparator. Notice how this is off. But if I put a redstone block down here, you see what's going on? Do you see what's going on? When we've got a block down here, this test for block command, when it's run, is checking for the presence of a redstone block at these coordinates. And if this returns what you can consider from a programming point of view as a truthy value, or from an electronics point of view as a positive voltage signal or current. What it's going to do is the comparator next to it is going to say, okay, this is returning a truly value or has a current going through it, so emit a truly value or a current to the rest of the circuit. Okay. If I had no clock here, which I don't think I can easily simulate, or I don't think I can easily switch this thing off, but if I had no clock here, I would have to push this button in order to get that check to happen. Because we have the clock there, this check is happening many times a second, which is why we can do that, and it's off. Which one did I put it on? Which one did I put it on? Oh, okay, I switched it off. Would that actually turn it off? If I push this and break this? Oh, sweet, okay, so turns out I can simulate it quite easily. Anyway, while this clock is going, that won't switch it on, but that should. Okay, so it's a test for block at a certain coordinate and a clock to get that test to happen frequently. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to find out again, because I don't remember the exact block type, I need to find out the specifics of the block for an open door. Okay, so Minecraft open door code. Open door code. Iron door, pass lock door. Minecraft test for block open door. Detect open doors. There we go. Right. So maybe open true is the thing I need to check for. Okay, let's try and work this out. Firstly, I need daytime, set clock. What's the... I can't remember the time of day command. Minecraft set to morning. I don't remember how to set it to morning. Time set day. Day night cycle, time set 0. Time set 0. There we go, that's set it to morning. Yay! Okay, let's just check that this still works. Yes, it does. Okay, now we're going to change this and we are going to check for an oak door, spruce door, jungle door, acacia door, dark oak door, I guess. Oh no, wait, there's an oak door. Okay, let's put these seeds away. And what we're checking for is an oak door. Did the command say wooden door? Is this thing a wooden door? I'm just checking for the presence of it, that's all. Okay. Wooden door 1. I think this is going to allow me to check for the specific rotation of it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to say wooden door 3. Wow, that was easy. Good grief. Okay, so apparently that's all I needed to do. Except to say open true. That's not exactly what I wanted to do, is it? Maybe I want to say 1 open true. Let me just check this for a few combinations. It can only be one of 4, right? Four open true. That didn't work. that's open. That's closed, but it's detecting 3. That didn't work so well. Let's see, what else can we do? -1, I get the idea that -1 means don't care about the orientation, just do it when it's open. Except then that doesn't look right. I have to translate the bits from binary into decimal. Let me see if someone else has got a more clear explanation of what's going on. Previously, what I had to do was I had to check with like a sub value. So I had to say, I had to do wooden door and its orientation and then a different sub value. Test for block is 0 to check the chat. What does 0 say? Oh, wait, that works. Actually, that worked. A little bit of trial and error and Googling. Although, I mean, that says closed though. That's the problem. It's making the closed noise, which is what I want to avoid. However, shall I solve this? I have a feeling maybe not via JSON. I want to say maybe JSON's not going to do this. Let's see. Open door code. And you see, all of those are going to give me like combination things, which I can do separately. Test for open door. Go. So maybe this is similar to what I've already got going in terms of using a comparator. You could create a haunted house that turns on when a player opens the door or triggers a conversation. Name. Okay, Minecraft wiki door code. Block state. I remember coming to a wiki like this before. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's get the admin console over here. Does it say which direction I am facing towards the... I'm so silly about knowing where... Let's see. Let's just test this out. Okay. Forget that. Open true facing north. didn't work at all. Facing the direction the door's inside is facing. It doesn't really help me though, does it? I think there's something wrong with this test. I think that's the problem. Oh. You see, this -1 doesn't tell me. Do I need to do like that? Something is really laggy here. You guys seeing this too? Oh, super laggy. Okay, forget this nonsense. And forget the noise. I'll just do it as a silent thing. Okay. I'll build a house. I'll build a house where this is the closed state. And when the door gets opened, then this thing goes off. Okay. So, how do we control this with PHP? Say this is the closed state of the door. How do we get PHP to know I've opened the door? Well, I think instead of lighting this bulb up, instead of lighting this redstone lamp up, we can make a command block whisper. In fact, let's spread this out. And I said we weren't going to do logic gates, and I lied. Because we totally are. Now, obviously, we can hide this mess quite a bit, but the idea is that we do a logic gate so that it inverts one signal. So let's get a repeater down here. Let's amplify the signal, repeat the signal. And I'll go like this. Okay, so let's do that and a redstone torch behind it. There you go. Oh, did that work? Yeah, looks like it worked. One more. And a command block here. Whisper, assertchris, closed. Closed. Okay, that's pretty cool. Whisper, assertchris, open. There we go. Okay. Closed, open, closed, open. That's basically it, right? Ideally, it would be cool if we had a mod installed that gave us I don't know, the ability to read values of blocks at positions, but we don't. The easiest thing for us to do is to write, wow, this is so laggy. I wonder what the deal is with this. The easiest is for us to write to the log file, the server log file, and then read that with PHP. Just file watch it. Now, I think it's a good time to take a break. So I'm going to take a break and I will see you in a little bit.